Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Surveying the Realms. We are in our second hour of Empyrion Galactic survival, and I know the end of the last episode I promised you that I was going to show you how to more efficiently build a base than just stacking blocks, and I fully intend to do that, but it's night. I don't remember it being night. We can kind of see from here, but this doesn't help us at all. Okay, first things first, I need to eat something. Alright, energy bars. Just snarf them down. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, one more. That's what they say, isn't it? Best place for your food is in your body. Okay, we're gonna look at some of our technology. I was optimistic about these solar panels, but I realize in retrospect that you need a small constructor to build the solar panels, and you can't get the small constructor started without power. So we need a small generator and a tier 1 fuel tank. Now, an interesting thing about Empyrion is that some of these researches are connected. See, I bought the tier 1 fuel tank for the base, and it also unlocks for the capital vessel. So that's handy. We are going to be digging into small vessels as soon as we reach level 5. But let's get an assault rifle unlocked right now. We'll need that. And a portable work light would help us. But I'm not going to worry about that. This is what we want, Wi-Fi. Oh no, we can't get it because we don't have enough points. Alright. Oh, but day has come, so we're fine for now. Alright. Let me go back to my constructor, wherever the heck I built it. Oh, okay. Wait. Where did I build it? I built it over here. Got it. Okay. And we are... continuing to build blocks 6 at a time. Now, first things first, let's get a ramp in here. Well, there's all sorts of shapes we can choose. We want ramp A. There we go. And the reason we want ramp A is because it matches up with ramp C. I don't know why A goes to C, but it does. Alright. Now, back to cubes. So this first chamber, we need to build a side chamber. And the reason we need to build a side chamber is because we're going to build a generator, and generators are radioactive. Alright. So we need to shut that behind a door. Let me get that built here. Small generator and tier 1 fuel tank. And while we're at it, as much biofuel as you can make with what we've got. Okay. Then what I'm going to do with this side chamber is I'm going to put our small constructor in here too. Because what we're going to want to do is, as soon as possible, upgrade to the large constructor. Because the large constructor is where we get our more sophisticated spaceship parts from. So, a lot of running back and forth, and this is why you don't build your base from the portable constructor, because this is tedious. I forgot the word for tedious for a second. All this running back and forth. Now, you may ask, why didn't you build your portable constructor closer to your base? And there's very good reasons for that, I assure you. Namely, your portable constructor doesn't like to connect to your base grid. So if you get it too close, you gotta move it. And that is a thorough pain in the ass. Also, I think these thick walls, like, the thin walls look nicer, but it is indeed the case that you will get attacked by enemies, and if your base walls are too thin, they just shoot through them too fast. Okay, where is the thing that I want to build? Small constructor, okay. I think I was a little confused because they changed the icon. Alright. Now, the downside to this technology, aside from being radioactive, is that it requires a ton of biofuel. To operate. Alright. Wait, let me also get the cargo box. We'll need that. And then you can go back to building biofuel. Alright. Up we go. See, we could make these... Wait, where's the... There we are. We could make the walls thinner, and that would give the room a sort of airier feel, but I dare not. Like I said before, I'm doomed to live in cubes. I don't want to build a cube. But I gotta... Gonna try and make a virtue of this cutting-edge, brutalist architecture. Right, like, this is something I'm doing on purpose. Okay. Now, ordinarily, if I'm playing this game, I do try to put at least a bit of architectural flair here. Oh no. I installed it backwards. This has no bearing on anything. I just don't like how it looks. And you can't change it because you can only scrap it for partial refund. Oh well. Now, when it comes to cargo containers, this is a mechanic that's a little dubious, but our cargo containers have different volumes. See, this one is 20 SU, and this one... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Volume capacity 8 KSU, volume capacity 16 KSU. So you build one of the wide ones that takes up 2 squares, instead of one of the narrow ones that takes up 1 square. I guess, in terms of squares, it's all good, but it just seems a little unfair, you know, in terms of materials. Like, the wide ones take up the same amount of materials as the narrow ones. Alright, let's try and get that over there so that we can get our construction started. Oh. Hello, creeper. Not a great place for you to spawn. I don't know what to tell you about that. That was just tactical error. Alright. Now, the part of the early game that is perhaps the hardest. Moving all of our stuff to... Oh, our food spoiled. Well, I knew that was going to happen. Alright. Well. Oh, and then we got room for 1 block. Alright. It's all starting to come together. Believe it or not, the plan is going perfectly. And the reason I put that block in there, it will become apparent in time. Okay, I'll take that biofuel and more blocks. Blocks go in there. Biofuel goes in the fuel tank. We are at 6%, ready to start our base up proper. So, we bring up... Oh, actually. We bring up the control panel. No, that's not it. No. Oh, there we go. Base power. It is running. We are at 13,000 out of 80,000 CPU. That's good. That means we have a while before we need more. Okay, pull from the cargo box. Now, build more concrete blocks. Alright. Base building is underway. Well, I'm just gonna add these normal-like because moving them to the box takes almost the exact same amount of effort. Oh, I'll show you something while we're waiting. Alright, so I believe I mentioned before that we have a form of gravity here, and you can see it in this debug menu. See, each time I add a block, the structural integrity goes down. And you get there by pressing N, going into the debug menu, and clicking this little box. It can also show you your oxygen and everything. Okay. That's useful for when you're building starships, because if your blocks aren't airtight, you're gonna lose oxygen and die. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're going to oh, wait, we gotta be looking at it. Connect to base. There. And then we bring up the debug menu again, show the structural integrity. See, now it's bright green. Alright. We don't need that, though. And you can... Oh, see, one thing I love about this game is you earn XP from setting down blocks. I just gained a level, and I did it by doing my favorite thing, setting down blocks. Okay, we need this. And we need... Oh no, we don't get it to level 7. Alright. So, we definitely have to get to level 7. Okay. Large constructor, we learned. That can wait till later. Sentry guns are useful because you will be attacked, although I don't think you get attacked on this starter planet. But now, normally for this early game, we'd probably take our time and learn hover vessel techs, because you can build a better hover vessel with simpler materials and more and a smaller constructor than you can small vessels. But our goal for surveying the realms is to survey the realms, and that means that we need to get into space as quickly as possible. Alright. So we definitely need cargo boxes for a ship trip to the stars. Let's see, spotlights and landing gear help. Oh, we're not going to get this until level 7 at least. But we will take the container controller and the fuel tank. Oh no, we will not take the fuel tank because we're out of points. Okay. We're making it. It's only a matter of time. Okay. So one thing we do definitely need is like a kitchen. We can't keep eating energy bars forever. I mean, we can. And in fact, it's a highly efficient way of playing the game. So I don't know why I said we couldn't. We can. That's not an issue. We we could eat energy bars 3 meals a day forever. But we will have to grow our own plant proteins at some point, and okay. Yeah, because the rate at which food is produced from the landscape is small enough that you will run out. Okay, we are very close to making bases the right way. And the only thing that we're waiting for is basically just using up our small constructor's blocks. Oh, see, I got heat stroke from my generator. That's why it needs to be in its own separate room. Let's see, what? Too hot. Oh. No, actually, it's not the generator. It's the fact that I'm in 39 degrees Celsius weather. Well, the generator will do it too. Okay. We're almost at the limit of how much fuel we're going to extract from our bio sources. From our portable constructor, that's what I wanted to say. Oh no, I forgot to get Wi-Fi, which I know sounds silly, but it's the most important technology in the game, and I can't believe I forgot about it. Let's hope we get to level 6 soon. Man, could you imagine running a base without Wi-Fi? Alright. Oh, yeah, that definitely sounds like a joke, but it's not. Alright. There we go, we can do it the right way now. So, here is the right way to build a base. We go in here, and we hit the Connect to Container button. And this brings us into our... Oh, I don't know what they call this menu. The yellow menu. And we move that down. And what's this? We have 106 bricks in our taskbar instead of 6. That is because it's not actually in our bar, it's still in the container. We are just building from the container. And now we can do the other thing. Press F5 for the drone. And the T button to switch over to the inventory. And now we can build like this. Alright, our drone is doing it. Thank you, drone. Okay, I want a glass window there eventually. I may like cubes. No, I hate cubes. I may hate cubes, but I like a glass cube. See how much faster this is than just running back and forth between the constructor? It's even faster than it would be if we were doing it all by hand. Okay. And I know that I could make this less like a cube by doing things like putting wedges in the corners. And I should do that because I hate these fucking cubes. But I'm not going to because I don't know. I don't respect you guys enough. No, that's not true. I don't respect myself enough. Alright. Now, this base should be sufficient for our needs at this point. So I am going to get out of my drone and go into my constructor here, and instead of building blocks, what I want you to do is build a large constructor and some blocks. Let's say 10. Okay. See, there was my generator making it too hot for me. Honestly, I should have switched these. Put that in the back so I could do it from the door. Oh well, you live, you learn. Now, I'm gonna go back to... Oh, see, we're leaving the remote logistics area. Whoops! There goes our bricks. We're too far away from the base. That's why you need the Wi-Fi. It extends the range. Okay. I'll take that plant fiber too. And then I guess you can come with us. And you too. Alright. Let's check our power levels. Fuel, oh, we've used 2% of our fuel here. Okay. So what we need now is an infinite source of wood. Okay, we got our large constructor. Good. Oh. Yeah, right. I can't. Press the wrong buttons continually. Wait, where the hell did it go? Oh, I accidentally put it on the fucking roof. Well, okay. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm completely okay with this. You know why? Because I know that the block is Have I forgotten how to rotate things? No. There we go. Completely unnecessary structurally. Alright. So I know that the large constructor is 2 blocks high, and I didn't build my roof high enough. So, you know what? It actually saved me some trouble. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, although that means I'm going to need a lot more blocks. So I can have a second floor to this cube. Alright. You are all started up. Take from the cargo box. This is what we use to build our spaceship. Or at least it is what we will use eventually. For now, build another 100 bricks. Alright. And then we'll put our glass windows into place. Oh, and we need doors. Now, I was saying all about how this is unwise because of enemies attacking, and it is, but you can't live your entire life based on the fear of being attacked. At some point, you're gonna have to embrace having a bit of vision. Because, is that how you want to live? I don't know. It's not how I want to live. No, I want to live eating nothing but energy bars all the time. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. Alright, we should have some bricks by now. Oh, alright, first brick. Although, we're actually on a time limit here, believe it or not. We can't just mess around with this indefinitely. We need to get this environment sealed ASAP. The temperature is too high. Once we get doors on this place, then we'll also get climate control. Oops. I keep pressing the wrong button. There. Now it's not a cube. It's got a nice scalloped edge to it. Wait, no, that's not what a scalloped edge is. Okay, now we can go back in and get our next batch of bricks. Oh, this one's gonna have to be too high. Well, I don't think we're gonna have enough bricks. I'm gonna have to tell our constructor to build more. Luckily, constructors do not get damaged by rain. Although you'd think that they should be, but nope, they don't. Alright. Back. Me. Still this rain. Nice and cool. Alright. Build another 100 bricks. Oh, and because we're on time constraints. Let's see. What we need is doors. We'll do manual doors. 2, 3. Oh no. I built my little staircase wrong. That's fine. It's annoying, but it'll be fine. Okay. Now we can't use our drone indoors because it actually, I guess, physically takes up space. I've never seen it, but apparently it does. Ooh. I just built a brick over there. You know what? It's fine. We'll need something over there eventually anyway. I'm not even kidding. So, despite the fact that it may seem that my brittle pride is not allowing me to admit a mistake vis-a-vis this random 2 bricks over here, it's actually good that we have them there, because we are going to need a place to construct our spaceship. And the best place to construct a spaceship is in a large, flat area. You basically got to build yourself a spaceship parking lot. There's a name for that. What is it called? Landing pad. You got to build yourself a landing pad. Okay, we're going to need more bricks. Endless appetite for bricks. You ever know someone who had enough bricks? No, you haven't. Okay. Oops. That must have been poor structural integrity there, although I think it was just a bug. let's check our... Yeah, just a bug. Okay. $36 more bricks. And see, in a situation like this, if I were just playing by myself, I would carefully count how many squares I need to complete the base. Because I don't need to be building a million superfluous bricks. Oh. We are actually very close to our optimal number. Nice. So, we've got enough for some architectural flourishes. So, what I'm doing is I'm just pressing the scroll keys to rotate. If I press the home button, that rotates it around the axis there. Alright. You know what? It needs something of interest on this side, but it's not as much of a cube as I feared. Okay. Although I will no longer be able to build. Let's get an assault rifle and a bunch of weapon ammo. Alright, I'm going to need to build some lights for this place as well. Which I can actually do from here. Lights. 20 should do it. Alright. Let us get our doors in place. Oh, I can't... Oh. I see the issue. I can't actually see the door because it's too dark. Wait. How is my door 3 by 3 by 1? What sort of funky-ass door is this? Oh. I see what happened. I built the ship doors and not the base doors. That is a rookie mistake there. Alright. Let us get at least some of these lights in place. Oh, I fucking did it again. But I accidentally built base lights, or ship lights instead of base lights. These are the lights we need. So, the mistake I made is a pretty dumb mistake. I don't like to use the word dumb, but it was. So these little squares up in the corner of the icon, red indicates base, yellow indicates capital vessel, green indicates hovercraft, or blue, and blue indicates small craft. That's where these items can be placed. And I just wasted a whole bunch of time and resources building stuff that cannot be put in my base. Okay. Also, it looks like I'm out of silicon. Yep. So that's as many lights as I'm gonna get. Alright. We'll save that for our vessels. No mistakes. Just happy accidents. Okay. There we go. And so you can right-click to bring up the different... What sort of bullshit is that? Huh. Well, any of it. Alright. One. There we go. All of our different automatic doors. Wait, I just gotta make sure. Yes, it is airtight. There we go. We put a door there. We put a door there. And we put a door there. Alright. So, you may have noticed the temperature in this place went down to 22 degrees Celsius. That's the doors for you. Alright, we've got our base. Now, what we need is more silicon. So we're going to have to go after it. Oh, but we didn't find the silicon mine. Right? It starts you off with mines for your essential tier 1 materials in the environment, but we didn't find ours yet because we just assumed that we would find it eventually. Alright. Much nicer. Oh, I like that we We're in like the ring of the planet. Okay, get our detector there. There's a point of interest. Let's just go to the point of interest. This is something that would be a lot easier with a hovercraft. Okay. We're just going to pick up every rock we find. Because we earn XP from rocks, and also because we're going to need a bunch of materials. Hopefully some of these are silicon. Breaking rocks. Oh yeah, it's 39 degrees Celsius even at night. So you gotta watch out for that. We're gonna have to build a greenhouse at some point. The main thing that's stopping us is a lack of silicon. Ooh, I don't think we're even gonna be able to get up there. Huh. Don't see any way to climb that. Well, that's not entirely true. We could use this to build ourselves a little staircase. That being said, let's hold off. There might be a gentler slope up ahead. Okay. Copper we don't need so much because we know where the mine is. The silicon we definitely do. Oh, we also need a ton of wood. We are in the future, I assume. This could be like Star Wars. We could be a long time ago. And they say we're in the Andromeda Galaxy, which I always dislike when sci-fi does that, because it's like the Andromeda Galaxy is so far away. And it makes interstellar travel look simple by comparison. So, what are we even doing? 42 degrees Celsius. Oh no. What is that in Fahrenheit? Let's see. There are more degrees. So that is 9/5 of 48. Let's say 45. That's our average. 9/5 of 45 is 81 plus 32. It's 112. Alright. So, yeah, this swamp planet, it's a real swamp. Let's look at our stats here. Alright, it doesn't look like... Wait, our suit temperature is 27 degrees. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Oh, there's some sort of gas or something up ahead. I don't recognize that. See, I'm not seeing a gentler slope up there. But we did find... There is another... Ooh, wait. This we need. Excellent. New resource type, Promethium. That is our advanced fuel. We'll be able to use that to build a multi-tool. Get rid of this survival tool. Or more accurately, we'll be able to build... It's 120 degrees here. And radioactive. We'll be able to build the fuel for the multi-tool. Okay. Oh, there's a point of interest. And we earn XP for finding these things. So it's worth our while to research, to explore. Okay, that is almost certainly silicon. But we're gonna explore this very old base first. We're not the first people on this planet. Or moon. You know what? I'm just a jarhead. We call moons planets in the service. Okay. So, with these structures, I don't think I'm going to run into any enemies here. But it's good to have the gun out anyway, just in case. Because we are looking for a way in. Somewhere around here is going to be a door. Oh, nope, just a hole. Okay. Oh, multiple. Okay, we can sleep. We can access their O2 tank. What we are looking for... Ooh, a laser rifle. That'll come in handy when we get the ability to make ammo for it. You know what? I am not ready to do POI exploration. I don't have the equipment. See, there's actually a headlamp on your spacesuit. Okay, it's too hot. We're gonna have to... You know what? Let's cool down. Oh. No. Okay. There we go. Alright. Oh shit. Yeah, so that's why you have a gun. Alright, we are up to level 6. We're making it. It's only a matter of time. Alright. Let's go after that resource. Because if it's silicon, we're saved. If it's anything else, we're screwed. Through the 47-degree jungle. Alright. Oh, I think that's just iron. Yep. not bad to have it, but we don't really need it. Okay. Oh shit. See, we're doing much better than we did on hardcore survival. That's because we're able to get a minimum amount of fucking breathing room. Okay. Gotta eat our energy bars. I don't know. And then reorient ourselves to the resource. Alright. 300 meters. Once we get within, I think, about 250 meters, we can scan again. Nope. Okay, it'll just automatically pick up for us. Why is it not triggering? Oh no, it's one of those deadly bugs. Pentaxid. That's the last thing we fucking need. Alright. It is actually the last thing we need. Like, literally. We're gonna be searching for a variety of things, and we will need it, but we will need it after we have found everything else that we need. Well, we'll find enough of these silicon rocks, I guess, that even if we don't find the mine, it's a bit of a catch-22. If we had enough silicon to build a small vessel, we could very easily find the silicon mine. See, the detectors, this handheld detector only has a range of 650 meters, which is not enough. You gotta keep continually searching over land to find things. But we're gonna trigger some points of interest here. Just to give us... Oh, hold on a second. Alright. I just had to step away for a second. Alien worm. I have no idea whether it's hostile or not. Let's find out. Nope, you look disgusting, but you are good. Alright. Crystal Gorge. Oh, picking up some kind of communication signal. Maybe we should follow it up before we get bogged down here, or do something that might impede our progress later on. Shall I set a marker? Yes. What? Oh, I must have triggered the planet's quest. I don't necessarily want to do this, but... Oh, herbal leaves. Plant fiber. spices. Absolutely essential thing for surviving on an alien world. Oh, this is like a serious POI. Alright, we are not going to explore that at this time. We're going to take our spices and go. But yeah, exploring points of interest early on gives you some significant advantages. XP, which incidentally we are earning from picking up these plants. See, 83.94, 84.19. You wanna, that's why you always pick them up if you can. Ooh. Which, oh no. Yeah, we are not ready to go into that gorge. Level 7. Alright. This is it. We're getting off this world. I mean, not right away or anything, because we still are in dire need of a source of silicon. But we will have all of the technology necessary to get into space. And from space, we're going to have a lot of options. Alright. You know what? I'm not even sure I care about these points of interest right now. I think I want to get back to the base, unlock the technology, and... Ooh. So, one thing I forgot to do is put up a marker to our new base. What should we call the base? Let's call it... oh, I've got cap blocks on. Surveyor Central. Okay, there we go. We are 1.57 kilometers away from Surveyor Central. We're going to trigger this point of interest and then head back. Unless we find silicon before then. No, I think I picked the wrong way to go. I think it, the silicon must have been... Oh, there's an outpost 4 kilometers? Oh, it must be plot relevant. It's the only explanation for why it's showing up on my HUD, despite the fact that it is way outside of my detection range. Oh, a spider nest. We do not need to go there. What we do need to do is gather as much wood as possible, heading back to Surveyor Central. Wood refines into plant fibers. Plant fibers refines into biofuel. Biofuel is our early source of energy that we'll use to power both our constructor... Oh! Well, I said as much wood as possible, and that's how much wood is possible. Yeah. We'll get more wood closer to the base. Alright. Well, the good news about having a full inventory is that we don't have to concern ourselves with destroying rocks. And, I mean, it's bittersweet because I love destroying rocks. But That being said, you can't destroy all the rocks. Man. So. Gotta stop and eat the protein bar every once in a while. When we get back to the base, what we're going to do is we're going to look at our tech menu and unlock what we need for our small vessel. And then we are going to go to build such a vessel. Wait, I think I see something that might be pentaxid, or not pentaxid, promethium. Yep, we need this. Okay. We'll have to drop something to make room for promethium. Let's titanium. Titanium's useful, but one brick of titanium is not. Oh, that's just an alien worm. You trigger my flight or fight reflex, alien worm. I know it's no fault of yours. You didn't ask to look disgusting to me. But that being said, I'd prefer it if you kept your distance. Oh, I don't care for that red haze. I don't know what it is, but I don't care for it. Oh, I recognize this area. We're seeing it from the other side. Well, we're going into the red haze. It's probably just the dawn's early light. We found it, guys. We found the dawn's early light. Wait, what rock is that? Copper, okay. No, we've got a copper source. Silicon we need. What are we going to drop to get rid of, to make space for silicon? What we're going to do is we're going to split and drop half of that. Okay. We actually do need the crushed stone, but it's all over the place, so we don't have to worry about finding it. You can even just dig a hole for it and get it straight out of the earth if you need to. But the crushed stone is useful not only because it's the primary component of our concrete blocks, but because you can actually refine it into other materials. Like, oh, I'll get back to the base and I'll show you. But basically, crushed stone is your backup. It's your safety net. Alright. Let's see. Escape this radiation. Oh yeah, we've been accumulating some. I can tell. On the right there, what you've got a bunch of numbers. So, next to the temperature, underneath the mini-map, you've got the current temperature, 45 degrees. And then the two numbers on the right, I don't know why it repeats the temperature, but it does. The one on the bottom is the current temperature, And then the one at the top is your internal temperature. And so when your internal temperature rises to 35 degrees, you start to suffer heat stroke. And then for the radiation, it is your ambient radiation, and then the number on top is how much you've accumulated in your body. And once that number gets to 1.0, you start suffering radiation sickness. We're at 0.3. It's not looking good for us right now. There are ways to get rid of radiation, though. And we're going to have to use those ways, because I'm not dying of radiation sickness. Not this time. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do when we get in here is check our fuel reserves. 7%. Okay. We're good for now. No, actually, we're going to hold on to that in our inventory. Get rid of our minerals. There. 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 Okay. So, you plug away and build as much biofuel as you can. Alright. When we go upstairs, we start building some of our essential survival stuff. We want a refrigerator and a food processor. And a few more lights. Okay. So while we're waiting for that to manufacture, and it'll pop up down here when it's done, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the tech screen. So, we're going to get some of our keystone techs here. The drill. This will help us gather materials much faster. Wi-Fi. Alright. Elevator blocks are useful, but we don't need them right now. Okay. Generator, detector, and the most important part. Then RCS, that keeps it balanced. And cargo container extension. This is the best way to do cargo in a ship. And I'll show you how to do that. The T2 CPU extender is something we're definitely going to need, but we're not going to need right away. Polarized hull shield is good if you plan on getting into fights. Actually, I say good, but it's actually essential. I would not get into a fight without one. Let's see. A fridge for the ship. Fuel tank. So we do need a pentaxid tank. That fuels both the shield and the warp drive, but we can wait until level 10 to get the pentaxid tank. The CPU extender is maybe not something that we need right away. If we keep our if we don't go ham with our building. Let's see. Is there something useful? So basically, the way it works, and I'll show you here, is every time you add blocks or devices to a construction, uses up a little bit of CPU. In fact, we'll go in here. We'll see. See, this right here uses 200 CPU. And everything. Oh, I guess blocks don't. No, I think a block will add a CPU. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, we didn't need to do that. Alright, first, let's just go ahead and build our kitchen. There are different fridge designs as well, but they all have the same capacity, so it's just aesthetic. The fridge is one of your essential survival items because it halts the perish time of your food. That being said, the downside to a fridge is that it needs power, and if you're interrupted, if your power's interrupted while you're away, you'll lose your fridge and all of your food. So you got to try not to do that. Okay, and we've got some more lights. Let's get these in place. I think we could stand to have one here and one here. Alright. But now that we've got our food processor, we can make more sophisticated foods. We don't have the materials for those just yet, but we can get them. See, what we're going to want to build as soon as possible is... Where is it? Blue pepper, corn, pumpkin, tomato, wheat, space orange, aquaberry, aloe vera, Ahax. Oh yeah, there it is, Ahax. We're going to want to build the Ahax. This will keep us alive. Alright. But in order to get that Ahax, we'll need plant protein, purified water, nutrient solution. And nutrient solution is here. Stone dust, purified water, and spoiled food. See, I told you we'd need the spoiled food for something. Okay. But... oh! I remember another essential bit of tech that we need to unlock. I can't believe I've been forgetting about it. The light armor. In fact, I'm gonna build this right away. Drill charge. Ooh, we can build a texture and color tool. Maybe. Alright, wait, energy matrix. What do we need for the energy matrix? They keep changing the icons on me. Gold coins, capacitor device. Oscillator. Looks cool. Energy cell. Oh, okay. Well, oh, there it is. Energy matrix. No, actually, the icon is just the same. I just missed it. Okay. Cobalt ingot. Get those from space. Alright. So. Wait, what did I just build? Oh, okay, a multi-tool. We can access our inventory directly by pressing F4. Ooh, we're gonna... And then we can also do it drop-down menus. Right, let's look at our base inventories. Oh, actually we can't, because the fuel doesn't count as an inventory. Okay. There we go. Base inventory. There we go, we're one step ahead. Although, actually, we can probably just... No, we can't. Alright. So, multi-tool is... like our survival tool, but better. See, it's got the salvage, upgrade, downgrade, repair, retrieve blocks. Oh no, we need both. It doesn't drill. Okay. So, one more thing. We gotta put on our suit. There we go. We got a light. We got a helmet, which... Oh, there we go. The helmet doesn't make much of a difference in atmosphere, but it's going to help us in space a lot. And then we also have a rocket pack. Now, I'm going to show you something. This is what's known as redemption. See? I wasn't imagining it. There is swimming. You just need to have your rocket pack on to do it. Okay. We're gonna get out of here, though. I'm at 366 oxygen out of 375. There we go. I'll have to refill my suit when the time comes. Alright, so that essential bit of equipment has increased our survivability greatly. Oh, okay. Now, that's what the second letter is for, or second number is for. So, currently we are at 22 degrees Celsius. Our internal temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Underneath that is 38 degrees Celsius. That's how hot it is outside. So outside, those numbers match, but inside the base, they don't. This is what we would suffer if we ever lost atmosphere in here. Okay. Now we need some... oh, yeah, we need some energy cells. I'm gonna say 3. Oh no, I guess I'm gonna say 4. Alright, per layer. There we go. Base. Now, with this, what we can do is rotate. Oh wait, do I have to? Wait, why is it not letting me rotate? Well. So, I was reasonably sure that you need this multi-tool to... Oh, there we go. Correcting a minor aesthetic. See how much nicer it looks facing into the room? Okay. A minor aesthetic issue. And... so we can salvage, retrieve, repair, downgrade, upgrade, rotate. But this allows us to retrieve blocks without breaking them, which is good because that's how we correct our mistakes. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to... oh, I don't know. What we're going to do is we're going to build a significant number of concrete blocks so that we'll have a flat place for our ship building. What we're also going to do is build ourselves some Wi-Fi. There we go, wireless connection. This will increase the range that we'll be able to build away from the base. So right now we're just waiting. And instead of just helplessly waiting, we're going to go and get some more wood. We have an endless need of wood for purposes of refining into fuel. Alright. Who would have thought a futuristic sci-fi game harvesting wood would be an essential part of the gameplay loop? But it is. You need a ton of fucking wood. Oh man, that jetpack's nice to have though. Ah yeah, see, this is where we're going to build our spaceship as soon as our various wireless... Okay, we're player. See, it can't display the same container on both sides, which is kind of annoying. Alright, how far are we going to be able to get here? We might not need the Wi-Fi just for this. Okay, we're at the edge of what we can do with that. Okay. think we're going to do is maybe a 6x6. I built enough for a 7x7, but I think that's going to be overkill. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. And while we're at it, let's complete the building. So yeah, you press insert to change the axis of rotation, and then home to rotate. Ooh. So, that's annoying. But that's alright, we can fix it. So, I'm going to show you what happens if you salvage a block. So, first of all, it takes a long time. And having salvaged the block, what we wound up with was nothing. So, yeah, it just destroyed the materials entirely. But we can switch over to our multi-tool. Oh. No, I'm sorry, multi-tool. And retrieve a block instead. That goes much faster, and see, we get one concrete block back in our inventory when we do that. I know that you probably believed me when I told you that retrieving was different, but just in case you didn't. Ooh, we can retrieve another one. So, that's the cool thing about the drone, is you can use your tools from a distance here. And so, while you're connected to the base's internet, all of that crushed stone goes into the base inventory. Everything you pick up while you're connected goes into the inventory you're connected to. Okay. Well, we don't need that anymore. And oh, it looks like our suit is environmentally resistant enough that we don't have to worry about overheating anymore. That's good. Okay. So this, we can make some energy bars in the fruit processor. Eat the ones we've got. Oh, if we're going to go into space, we're going to need to start refining oxygen as well. Okay. Oh, it looks like it used up all of our wood. Oh, see, those are 2 retrieved blocks. That's annoying that they don't go back in the stack, but it is what it is. Okay, there we go. Wi-Fi. And we set this to build more biofuel. Base. We're at 31. We're climbing the ladder. We're gonna need that biofuel for the spaceship too. We're gonna have a fucking ethanol-powered spaceship. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, right. We're gonna refine water for oxygen. And we're also gonna build our first... wait, can... Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to retrieve this. We're going to build it in the right place. There we go, the corner. See how much nicer that looks? Okay. Cargo box. Now, first things first, we're going to need a specific kind of brick. A small vessel starter. And then we'll need a water generator. Just trying to think if we need that now or... Oh, we can filter. There we go. Things that can go onto small vessels. We'll definitely need a detector and a cockpit and an RCS. A fuel tank, a generator, a container controller, might as well build the O2 tank as well. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll do 10 of these. Assuming that we have the materials. So what's going to happen is if we run out of materials, this entire construction queue is going to stop. Let's see, silicon looking good, copper looking good, iron not looking so good. But you know what? We can race it. We can race it and get some more materials in place. We are still connected, so everything we mine is just going to go directly into the biz. We won't even have to transfer it over to our cargo. See, this is our backup. Oh, I didn't show you that. I'll show it to you in a second. Once we get all of the rocks that are within range of the base. See, we want more than 6 thrusters, but we need at least 6. copper. Well, it couldn't hurt. Although what we really need is iron. And see, we know where there's an iron deposit, so this isn't as sort of critical as securing silicon. Because if necessary, we can just go overland to the iron ore and get as much as we need. Well, maybe not as much as we need, but as much as there is. Oh, there was more silicon around here than I thought. Alright. So, the main thing that is going to come up as an immediate obstacle in the short term is I could stitch together a ship from just the essential parts, but it would fall apart almost immediately when faced by actual opposition. And we will be facing some actual opposition out there. In fact, I think we have the tech for it, so let's see. Yeah. We will need a minigun turret. And can we get one for our base as well? Yes. Oh, but we don't have the points. How far away are we from there? Oh, we're only halfway up to the next level. Alright. Let's go check our constructor. If it's still going, we managed to beat the, Okay, good. So, when I say that crushed stone is our backup, what I mean is that there are recipes. See, 1 crushed stone goes directly into 1 carbon, 15 goes into 1 iron ore, 15 goes into 1 copper, 15 into 1 silicon. So you don't entirely have to worry about running out of the basic materials. As long as you've got crushed stone, you can limp your way to higher tier goods. That being said, it's incredibly inefficient. So, but we gotta stay close enough to the base to know what we won't have the materials to make. So, we're gonna do it out of crushed stone, I think. Right, like, it would have been so easy to plan ahead and get the iron before we needed it. And my only excuse for not doing that is laziness. Wait, does laziness count as an excuse? Oh, you'll have to excuse me for letting you down, but I'm terribly lazy, you see. Well, none of these rocks were iron. Oh man, love breaking rocks though. Like, you may think that's like an affect, like I'm playing a character for the video, John, the guy who likes to break rocks, but no, the character I'm playing is holding back, guy who doesn't like breaking rocks to the degree that it becomes weird. That guy is a figment of my imagination, a social construct, if you will. A mask I wear so that you'll still like me. I worry, if you knew how much I loved breaking rocks, that you would think less of me. I mean, probably not, right? Like, you know, I love breaking rocks. You are watching a video of me breaking rocks, so you probably enjoy it too. If you didn't enjoy it, you'd have stopped watching in like the first hour. Which reminds me, I gotta check the time. This video feels like it's been going long. And if it has, then we're just gonna have to hold off on building our spaceship until next time. So let me see. I'm gonna pause it. You pause it by pressing the pause/break button. See? Paused. Okay. Now I'm gonna pause the recording. You won't be able to see that. Okay, we are back. I checked the time, and it turns out that we've been doing this a lot longer. It's felt like maybe 15 minutes to me because of how much of a blast I've had showing you how to use your drone to build buildings and how to break rocks for getting crushed stone. See, another reason why you don't want to use crushed stone to do this. Okay, we're definitely going to get a ship out of this because it looks like we have at least enough crushed stone to get all 6 of our thrusters. But like the landing gear is kind of optional. The container extensions are vitally necessary, but not in like an emergency way. We can just add those to an already functioning ship. The Wi-Fi too. Wi-Fi is going to make everything we want to do in this ship easier, but we can do it the hard way if we run out of iron. Oh, this one didn't even need an extra ingot. Okay, one more thing we got to do before logging off, which, I mean, I guess is not like super necessary because you know, I could just do this off camera, and we've already been going for kind of a long time, but we're gonna move our perishables to the refrigerator. Oh, I missed some. Spoiled food. That's alright, we're gonna hold on to our spoiled food because we can turn that into a nutrient broth. Okay, player. And I'm gonna put a little bit of crushed stone in here because that will allow us to make stone dust for the nutrient solution. All we need is purified water, and I'll show you how to get that next time. Alright. Oh wait, I think we're gonna make it. I keep setting us up for the end of the video, and then I keep thinking of one more thing that I'd like to do. Oh yeah, we got all of our essential components. Next time we're gonna have a spaceship, and we're even gonna have a spaceship with properly functioning container extensions. which is even more exciting than space. You may not believe me, but it's true. The container extensions, when you play this game long enough, you're going to celebrate those things. Ooh, and we're going to have Wi-Fi. Yay, all of the necessary blocks for the ship. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build it, and then we're going to fly it over to the iron mine, and then we're going to mine a bunch of iron so that we can get armor blocks so that it doesn't disintegrate when faced with enemy fire. Okay, but that's for next week. For now, this has been another episode of Surveying the Realms, and I think I'm pretty excited because next week we're going to see our first realm. Well, second realm. Our first alien world. We're coming, space. Just you wait. But until next time, this is John, and I hope you have a lovely week.